Wait, okay. Just 1 second, I'm gonna replay that last clip that you just saw there. Just hold on. You know what, actually, while I'm at it, how about we just replay the clip a couple times? Maybe we can do it a few times? You know what, how about we just play tons of the clip back to back? Because, you guys, I really need you to get the point of what I'm getting at here. Let's freeze the image now. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, big deal, it's a bald eagle. Wow. Well, yeah, it is a bald eagle. There's actually something more to it. Do you remember that clip I played before I paused everything and then put your eyes through mental torture? Yeah, let's play it again, and also some others. You see, it was actually really easy for me to get that video of the eagle swooping in front of the camera, because there's just a massive amount of them. I barely even had to wait to get that specific video. I just really set up my camera and shot. Now again, I know what you're thinking. Oh, big deal, a bunch of eagles came around and you just pointed your camera at them. So first, may I just say that you were really an impossible person to please. But second, it's not just the immediate knowing that I got these shots that is the cool part of this. To explain it, how about I just take you to the beginning? The plane ride from Seattle to Alaska actually ended up being a really easy trip for me. The seat next to me ended up being completely empty, so I just fell asleep almost immediately until we reached Sitka. And when we did reach Sitka, I opened up my window to just reveal this amazing landscape that was ahead of me, where Sitka touched the ocean ahead of it. That was one of the only times I could actually just not stop taking these touristy pictures out the right side of my window, because it was so amazing. I did this so much I just totally forgot to take videos until we were actually starting to land. And that was my first sign of this bigger picture that I had been talking about earlier. The second sign came upon reaching the house that my family's family privileged us to stay in. The view was spectacular. Not only that, but as soon as I stepped on the back porch, I saw all of the eagles. Remember them? I really hope so. My grandpa, Papa Tim, and we came to know this place that we were staying in as Montana on steroids. It was Montana buffed up a couple pounds. The mountains were huge, the views were brilliant, and this place, it seemed to be home to 1,000,000 eagles. Now, sometimes when you get to your select destination or your travel point or whatever, you really have to just relax and chill out because the plane ride really beat you up and tired you down. Yeah, we didn't do that. The day after getting to Sitka involves waking up to a clear daylight, 5 o'clock a.m. Alaska, to go out and put some skates in the water. A skate basically is a 500-foot rope with 2 anchors set 250 feet apart, with 15 baited hooks in between the 2 anchors. Anyways, immediately I showed my right as the annoying photographer of the boat. Whatever rights there are to that. Being my introverted self, though, I kept pretty much silent and did whatever was needed. But still, somehow, I gained the nickname Dr. J. Yeah, I really don't understand it either. Now, in no way should you really take what I said earlier the wrong way. I actually really enjoyed waking up that early. Well, eventually anyways. It was another thing that just showed the uniqueness of what Alaska actually is. Seeing it how it didn't even get dark until midnight, and even then it never even got completely dark until the sun rose at 2:30 a.m. And then I got to experience the almost more trueness of the culture than most people ever get to see through Lloyd, David, and Papa Tim helping me out on the boat. All of this, it really just contributed to this overall theme of really how awesome Alaska is. It's something completely different than you'd ever expect. It's just one of those type of places you have to see to believe. I couldn't even capture a quarter of what it is in its fullness. It's just one of those places that helps you expand your possibly mountainous horizons. And, just like that, for the second time that trip, we were going out salmon fishing again. And I mean, of course, the first thing that happens to us once we're all completely set up is that we catch a fish. Which a far too intellectual sea lion takes away from us. Well, I mean, halfway away from us. But no matter, we simply move to another spot, where another sea lion finds us. But hey, no problem, we just moved to another spot. And this time, we were only bothered by a king salmon on the end of our line, which actually poses no problem at all. We reeled it in to reveal a 15-pounder, which is big, but not too huge compared to the next one that I hooked. Because this king actually did pose a problem. As soon as I grabbed the rod and reel, I knew that I was going to have a struggle. This thing felt massive. Me being so macho, obviously I could have reeled it in unaided. Maybe. Mostly that's all a lie. Eventually, David, my great uncle, he came over and helped me hold up the tip of the rod in place. But then, the two metallic pieces of the rod that help hold the reel in place, they just completely snapped. Which led to me hand over hand reeling in this king salmon that was fiercely diving down into the water beneath me while my reel rolled around on the wet floor under my feet. And then after that, Papa Tim came over and he helped me in doing that, all the while Lloyd driving and directing the boat to aid us as much as possible. And somehow, we got the king in. We just put that one up as a team effort. Now that day was an amazing day, and so it fits in with this next day, day 6, the last fishing day. This was a day of more pulling up skates, and pull up skates, we did. We ended up pulling up 3 red snappers, which is kind of a refreshing, delicious fish to end up having on the end of your line. But not only that, but we also ended up catching a 120-pound halibut. And with that, also kind of an octopus, at least a little. And that just really perfectly completed the trip. It was pretty darn relaxing, and not only that, but it was an amazing sunny day with a perfect view. And of course, we pulled up some huge fish. Okay, so, Sitka, home to a million eagles. Why did I decide to direct so much of your attention on the simplicity of these eagles at the beginning of all of this? Was it just to show off how many eagles I got to see on my trip? Was it because I was searching for an interesting beginning to this film? Actually, that could have been part of it. But my main reason was to give a small, tiny, little chunk of just the plain uniqueness to what Alaska is. People tend to believe that it's just not needed to travel when you're able to. That all travel really is to escape routine life. But that is not all it is. You get to expand your horizons, and whether your horizon you decide to enlighten yourself in is mountainous, oceanous, desertous, tree-ous, the point, it's It's not if you can pronounce these different names of different biomes. The point is that you are traveling. It's that you get to realize that your normality is someone's weirdest dream, and vice versa. You are not normal. No one is. And we have to realize that. Alaska is a place that helped me to do that. I went into the state literally with no expectations, and I was surprised to realize how crazy different it is compared to everywhere. It improved my look on what's normal and what's different. It was brilliant. So I just gotta say thank you to everybody who made it possible. My parents, my grandparents, David, Bobby, Lloyd, and Vicky, who let us stay in their impossibly amazing house. Everyone who made it pretty much perfect. So, thank you. I will never, ever forget it. And I hope that anyone that watches this will just remember one thing. There are impossibly crazy amounts of eagles in Alaska. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later.